Hi everybody, I'm Alex Underwood and this is Sociology 100. Now I analyzed the article A Multi-Level Study of the Role of Environment in Substance Abuse by Julie Steen. The study was published in the Journal of Child and Adolescent Substance Abuse on March 26, 2014. And the question and purpose that the researchers were trying to answer in the analysis is if certain characteristics or advantages led to adolescents using alcohol, cigarettes, or marijuana. With the research done over the subject, Steen identified several independent variables that led to three dependent variables of teen attitudes, family influence, and neighborhood and community factors. The main independent variables were sampled into categories. The first represented the teen's attitude towards one of the substances and if they found the substance to be a risk to use. The next represented the influence of family and whether the parents perceived the substance with a positive or negative attitude. The final revolved over neighborhood and community factors and how easy access to drugs could occur through being supplied or pressured by those who are around you constantly. The dependent variables, also known as the suspected effect, were the use of alcohol, cigarettes, and marijuana. The researchers believed that each independent variable would have almost an equal amount of influence for adolescents who use these substances. Now, the research method used to gather the data was in form of a questionnaire. A questionnaire is defined as asking questions and looking for correlations through individuals' responses. For this, the sample size for the survey data was approximately 50,529 middle school and high school students throughout 60 counties in Florida. The researchers caused a large amount of students to participate by distributing the Florida Youth Substance Abuse Survey to a varied amount of schools throughout Florida. The ratio of male to female taking the survey was nearly even, as an average of 51.4% were identified as female, and 45.6% being identified as male, and the other few percent not identified as either, because they did not fill that part out. And the results show that parental and neighbor approval for alcohol and cigarettes causes the usage for both. And the results also revealed that the majority of students who knew about the dangerous risks of drinking and smoking did not drink and smoke. Cigarette and marijuana users also identified that easy access caused smoking among teens. However, the attitude of neighbors did not influence adolescents to smoke marijuana, according to the survey. And an ethical concern that the researchers were aware of was that no student could be harmed through the questionnaire. They did not reveal any specific names to the public and kept each and every student anonymous, which is often an issue due to many being skeptical to answer honestly to the questions, due to them not wanting people to find out that they may smoke marijuana or do something else pertaining to substance abuse. The questions for the students were attempted to be asked in a sensitive manner as well, to provide a somewhat comfort level for the students. And an element of this study that would most likely strongly interest a psychologist is the study of endogenous factors. Since a psychologist studies behavior and mental processes, the endogenous factors of supply and demand relating to alcohol and drugs and how they are passed on to middle schoolers and high schoolers in the study would be intriguing. The environmental factors of the study would also interest the sociologists. The reasons why is due to the adolescent's environment they live in and grow up in, and how it is possible to cause them to drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and smoking marijuana. Surveying teens in school to assess the prevalence of problematic drug use is the second article I located, which focuses on 11th and 12th graders' responses from 16 different school districts in Dayton, Ohio. It relates to the first article due to the survey focusing on reasons and components to why high school students use drugs and how much of a problem it can be. It attributes to the first article due to both finding similar independent variables and results, as both concluded in finding that alcohol and drug abuse does occur in a large rate throughout school districts. In conclusion, both these surveys were very useful to identifying the issue in the U.S. about drug and alcohol abuse, and I would like to thank you for your time.